What's up YouTube, it's your boy MegamanWins here, and in this video I'm going to be telling you 3 pro tips on how to become pro in critical ops. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. If it really helped you, make sure you do drop a like and subscribe to my channel for more critical ops content. Also join my Discord server. I'll post a link to my Discord server in the description below. But anyways guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Alright YouTube, so for the first tip we're talking about jiggle peeking. Now, what is jiggle peeking? Jiggle peeking is when you have your knife out and you quickly peek the corner, not exposing yourself for too long, but also exposing yourself enough. That way you can gain enough information and scan the entire area to make sure nobody's holding any angles nearby, or unless you're getting hard scoped, make sure there's no players watching you with a sniper rifle. Now, there's pros and cons to jiggle peeking. Now, let me just talk about the pros of jiggle peeking. So, the pros of jiggle peeking is 1, you gain a lot of information on enemies. 2, you could actually force players to give away their position, and 3, you could actually dodge bullets in the game. Now, I've done this a lot myself, dodging bullets whenever you jiggle peek, because you force players to give away their position, they actually shoot at you, and you could easily just fall back and dodge their bullets, and at that point you have knowledge of exactly where they're at, and you could either combat that player or rotate on that player. Most of the time when players are trying to jiggle peek, they're mostly trying to avoid a sniper rifle player, because let's face it, whenever players have a U ratio, they love to hard scope. Now, what you could do to force that sniper rifle to give away their position or even miss their shot is just jiggle peek them. Because if they're not paying enough attention to the game, or they're just a bad sniper rifle player, they'll actually miss their shot, force themselves to give away their position, and you and your team will know exactly where their sniper rifle player is at, guys. Now, there's also cons of jiggle peeking. Now, the cons are obvious. You might die whenever you peek that corner, but most of the time you don't die. Another con is the fact that you actually have to have your knife out to jiggle peek. So if there's actually an enemy right there, you will not be able to actually kill that enemy. You have to rely on yourself being able to fall back into, take cover and then getting your gun out. So those are all the pros and cons of jiggle peeking. You can jiggle peek anywhere on the map. On literally every map in this game, every corner, you can jiggle peek it, quickly exposing yourself with your knife out. Let me say that. You cannot try to jiggle peek with just your gun because it just moves too slow. It doesn't make sense. You will actually die if you do not have your knife out. So always jiggle peek with your knife out. But that's enough for jiggle peeking, guys. Let's move on to the next tip. Alright YouTube, so for tip number 2 in how to become pro in critical ops, you're going to want to learn how to do wall bangs in critical ops. Now, what is wall banging in critical ops, guys? Wall banging is when you literally shoot through objects and kill opposing players. Now, let me say this first and foremost. Not every object in this game is wall bangable. There are some objects that are simply not wall bangable, but there are a lot of objects in this game that are wall bangable. Those include glass, wood, sometimes you can shoot through cement, metal. There's a lot of things in this game that you can shoot through. Now, it really depends on, 1, you have to know exactly where that player is at, because if you don't know exactly where that player is at, you might wallbang, but you might not actually kill that player. So you must have knowledge of exactly the correct position of the opposing player when you do this. Some objects are more difficult to wallbang. For example, glass is easier to wallbang than metal objects. Learning how to wallbang in critical ops will help you become a pro in a huge way due to the fact that you're simply opening yourself to the possibilities of acquiring more kills from different various angles. Simply put like that, guys. If you haven't learned how to wallbang it, I highly suggest you do start practicing on different spots on different maps. That way you can understand which objects are in fact wallbangable and which objects aren't wallbangable. 100% wallbanging will help you become a better player. Without a doubt, I've learned how to become a better player whenever I started learning how to do wall bangs, and that's a complete fact. I will not lie about this, guys. So I really hope you guys did enjoy the second part of the video. Now we'll move on to tip number 3 and how to become pro in critical ops. Alright YouTube, so for tip number 3 and how to become pro in critical ops, what you want to do is actually go to your settings and bring aim assist down to 0%, guys. Now, why are you going to bring aim assist down to 0%? Because a lot of players actually forget that aim assist is a game mechanic that has been added to critical ops to assist us, the players, with our aim, not to do the aiming for you. Now, the reason why you want to bring aim assist down to 0% is because it will help you sharpen up your aim and hone in on your true skills as far as aim goes. You don't want the game to be playing for you, so I do recommend before you play TDM, diffuse, ranked, whatever it is, before you actually play versus real players, I do recommend you going to a bot lobby, turning aim assist down all the way to 0%, not letting the game play for you, and just practice, your aim. Try to aim for headshots only. This will ensure that you have better aim whenever it comes to playing ranked in critical ops. Aim assist is very good for the game as far as, helping the players out and stuff like that, but let's not get too comfortable using aim assist when playing critical ops, guys. You have to always remember that it's a game mechanic. So if you get so comfortable playing with that, you might lose your skills. I really hope you guys did enjoy all 3 pro tips on how to become pro in critical ops, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you do hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit notification bells, and join my Discord server. I'll post a link to my Discord server in the description below, guys. Hope everybody has a good day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.